I've been thinking about new vehicle prices. They seem to set records every year. Is there anything left in the market that is genuinely affordable, particularly for a young adult, young family, maybe an older person wanting to downsize? There are a few, and this might be one of the best. This is the Buick Envista. Technically, it's a subcompact, doesn't look like one. Gorgeous styling, sort of a coupe look at the back. Lots of room inside. Punches well above its weight, and price is right too. Get in. This is Family Wheels.
The Buick Envista is a bargain, but for value, it's got nothing on Family Wheels. We've brought you hundreds of reviews since 2015, 10 years, so I've got a small ask. Give Family Wheels a like. Your likes help keep us rolling along. Reviews drop each Saturday, so subscribe and click the little bell for notifications. Thanks. You only get one chance to make a first impression, and the Envista succeeds, arguably better than other crossovers in its price range. The styling audaciously borrows from a Buick concept car, the Wildcat EV, particularly the chiseled front sheet metal, headlights, and lower fascia. It looks like a more expensive car because those styling cues come from one. Also attractive is the coupe roofline, a touch used on several European luxury SUVs. The Envista may be toward the lower end of the pricing spectrum, but that doesn't mean it lacks features. In fact, it has a great many that people expect. I really like the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto that are standard, as well as a wireless charging pad. Let's get to the more important stuff. Safety. There's a full safety suite on each trim of the Envista, and that includes automatic emergency braking, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, front pedestrian braking, a rear vision camera, and HD one at that. We have heated seats in the front, including power adjustment for the driver's seat, 2 USB-C ports here, 2 for the back seat as well. And another important safety note, it comes with adaptive cruise control with stop and go. The Envista is a sprightly little thing around town, which is kind of a surprise given that the engine has just 3 cylinders and a displacement of 1.2 liters, although it is turbocharged. That's enough to get you 137 horsepower, which I know is not a lot these days. It's less than some competitors, however, slightly more than others. I also like that it has a 6-speed automatic transmission, not a continuously variable. The Envista exceeds expectations in many areas, but when it comes to power, I think it's a matter of managing expectations. Let's take it up a steep hill. A little bit of turbo lag, not much, but it does take time to kind of get steam up and moving on down the road. I don't find that disappointing. One thing I sincerely love about the Buick Envista is that it has no modes, no paddle shifters. Let's face it, 90%, maybe more than 90% of vehicles that have paddle shifters simply don't need them. They're an annoyance and they cost money. Well, I don't have high expectations for the handling of the Envista. Let's take it through a series of bends and see how it does. Well, being front-wheel drive, there's just all kinds of understeer, but I'm kind of having fun too. Quite poised. I'd say it performed above expectations. One aspect that really helps the handling and the ride of the Envista, it's got 245 series tires. Good size shoes for this vehicle. Let's do a little road noise check. This street has a lot of patches, and I've got to say these 245 series tires on the Envista do a good job contributing to the overall package that keeps road noise down. We'll check the handling through a tight right and left. I've always been a front-wheel drive fan. For me, it's not a big problem that this vehicle does not have all-wheel drive. But then I go all the way back to the early Honda Civic and Volkswagen Golf era, Volkswagen Rabbit for those of you with long memories. Let's check the brakes on the Envista as we come down from 70 kilometers an hour. That's the low 40 mile an hour range, just to get the feel. not grabby, not mushy, well modulated all the way to a stop. Any shortcomings? Well, yes, at this price level, you're going to get a few. The first time my backside landed in the Buick Envista, a question arose. Was this vehicle made in Korea? That's because the seat felt hard, and my experience is that Korean automakers like them that way. And the Envista is one of several vehicles made by GM Korea, the former Daewoo. A bit more give would be nice, but they're not a deal-breaker. Certainly better than when Buick and others had brougham interiors covered in velour pillows. I would have expected brake hold on this vehicle. I think it should be kind of a universal feature on all vehicles. It's disappointing that the Envista is not equipped with a rear window wiper. I think it's a must-have for reasons of safety and convenience, and the coupe roofline does not give Buick an excuse to leave it off the list of features. Also, we don't have automatic parking brake engagement when you shut the vehicle off or put it into park. Some will criticize the relative lack of power. I don't. If you're on a 2-lane highway climbing a mountain in BC, don't try to pull out and pass that transport truck. That's all I would say.
You could call it a subcompact, but guess what? The Buick Envista easily passes our family wheels child seat test. That's why I put behind me the kind that takes up the most space, rear-facing. Yet up front, well, I'm 180 centimeters tall, 5 feet 11 inches. There's still plenty of room between my knees and the glove box door.
I've readjusted the front passenger seat to give me maximum room, and I'm not kidding. My feet just touch the floorboards, and yet here in the back, look, all that room between my knees and the seat in front of me. Tons of space in the back of a subcompact. Also, good headroom.
I think the Buick Envista offers a solid combination of looks, performance, and price. But what do you think? Leave a comment. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, and thanks for subscribing. I'm Richard Detman, and I'll see you next time on Family Wheels.